Hello seekers, welcome to another episode of Punneit's Astrology. And now we are seeing that Saturn is getting direct. If you see, Saturn is right now retrograde around 1 degree in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Jupiter is also going to become retrograde very soon. And when you observe the position of Saturn around the 27th and 28th of November, especially in the morning of 28th of November 2025, Saturn goes direct, which means that the chaos that we were seeing because of retro Saturn in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra kind of pauses, because this direct Saturn, a Margi Shani, is a sign of stability returning back. One of the reasons is that this is getting the aspect of retrograde Jupiter from Punarvasu Nakshatra in the Karka Rashi. This is also going to plant the seed to bring things back in the long term, something that you have lost, be it your money, reputation, job, or even property or territory. This will come back in the upcoming few months. It is going to plant the seed. Something that happens now will have its course of impact in the due time, depending upon the level of complexity of the situation. Naturally, because it is a water zodiac sign of Pisces, and the early duration or the early first pada of Pisces is Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra's fourth pada, which means Saturn is in Kark Navamsh. Because if you start from Kark Navamsh, that means if you start from Cancer Navamsha, then Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and then you have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. 9 Navamshas of Pisces. Pisces ends with Pisces Navamsha, begins with Cancer Navamsha. It is a water zodiac sign with water Navamsha, and Saturn is now stable. You will see a lot of emotional stability at this point of time. So, if you have a Saturn moon related problem in your birth chart, any remedy done around 28th of November is going to be very, very fruitful. Now, Saturn is going to move in a direct fashion, although aspected by retro Jupiter until first week of December. This renewed sense of stability will calm the inner turbulence, and all that extra efforts that you were putting. If you are not getting results, you will understand the karmic implications, and you will also understand how the karma works. So, it is actually a good thing for you. Then you are talking about the spiritual annotation to the transit. Purva Bhadrapada is the nakshatra we are talking. Retrograde means the duality, we are separating from each other. Direct Saturn means there is a stable mindset, and the opposite forces are kind of balancing each other. It's not a war anymore, as at least not on the face. But we can't really understand the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra truly, because what it is on the face is never behind the back. This is the time where the water zodiac sign becoming stable, and it is more like after the Samudra Manthan, when the Amrit comes out, everything becomes happy and the Devatas get the Amrit. This time frame where Shani brings emotional stability also brings emotional discipline. It brings empathy and kind of creates a situation where you are compassionate towards each other, because Saturn is in trine with Mercury, Mars and Jupiter. You can also see some news going around where there is some naval confrontations happening, especially in the neighboring places. And this is also because of Saturn being in the water zodiac sign of Pisces. It is very good time for Bharat. You will also see that Purva Bhadrapada, because it is becoming very stable, will give you radical idea, something that is very positive. When I say this, I mean very positive for the society and people. Something that is going to give you karmic rewards. It is going to give you a lot of balance. It is going to give you something that you can see, feel and materialize in your life. So it is going to give very realistic results. So if anything was stuck from long time, you will see things becoming a little easy. Saturn also defines boundaries, and Purva Bhadrapada means exploring the boundary beyond the boundary. And when this happens, it kind of makes you very spiritual. It redefines the structure, it redefines the balance between faith of Pisces, the surrender of Pisces, and the practicality of Saturn. So it's a very practical surrender to the divine. People who have Saturn Moon conjunction, this is exclusively positive time for you. If you are born with Moon in Shani Nakshatra or Moon in Saturn's Rashi, that means you are Aquarius or Capricorn, it's again a very positive time for you. Because this kind of balances. Because now it starts to manifest things. Especially if your career is connected to shipping, transportation, logistics, marine ecosystem, or anything that connects water and iron. Even if you manufacture batteries, transport stuff, petroleum products, if you are in energy sector, you see these things will stabilize. Defense sector will also stabilize at this point of time. There will be no knee-jerk reaction happening around the world. You will see a well-planned, well-thought approach by governments during this time. Pisces is more about the 12th house. It's the subconscious mind, and Saturn is the practical side. So now even if you are planning something in life, you will plan with a lot of practicality. You will plan with a lot of, your desires will be more in tune with what you can actually achieve rather than impractical desires. But one more thing. Do not forget that Rahu is also in the same nakshatra, and now Saturn and Rahu are moving away from each other. Rahu moving inward in the Aquarius zodiac sign and in Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, headed towards its own nakshatra. And Saturn is moving towards the Uttara Bhadrapada nakshatra, which is its own nakshatra. The beauty. Both Rahu and Saturn are now headed towards their own nakshatras. What impact it will create, I am going to explain on my YouTube membership platform, The Divine Circle. So please join the membership, The Divine Circle. I will keep on uploading such videos because some section, some content I want exclusively for the astrology enthusiasts who want to learn technicality, because this will be so technical in nature that maybe this video becomes irrelevant for the major audience. So if you really want to learn from an astrology decoding standpoint of view, where a lot of technical knowledge is required, then you can join the Divine Circle. If you want technical breakdown of transits also, ascendant wise, for that also an extended analysis will be available on my YouTube membership, The Divine Circle. All are welcome there. Now, when they are separating and going towards each of their nakshatra, they both wants to execute their dreams and desire. What you should do is, you should define clear boundaries in your mind. If you know exactly what you are supposed to do, you will do well. Now, people who have negative Jupiter in their birth chart should be careful at this point. Rahu can dominate your mind. This is a good time to do remedies related to Moon and Saturn, praying to Mahadev, chanting Om Namah Shivaya, taking astrology consultation and taking remedies for that is going to be good from any learned astrologer. In general, if you don't know your chart and you really want to, and you're emotionally depressed, stressed, you have anxiety, and you really want to do something about this, then Shani Chandra Shanti Pat, in general also can be done even if you don't know your horoscope's planetary positions. Now, if you want me to do, that means my team to do the part, you can contact me. Karmic cycles are going to break and new things will begin. And Saturn from Pisces actually aspects Taurus, the beginning of the Taurus zodiac sign, the first 2 degrees of Taurus zodiac sign. And when that happens, this is going to trigger a new stability, a status quo, a plan that gets executed in the next 5 years and which will reshape your own boundaries. So this is the time where you can dream big, aim for the big, and you can do big in your career. Saturn is about karma. People who are overseas, people who are who wants to travel to different cities and countries, and who have bigger aims in life, who want to play very big in manufacturing and logistics sector, this is a very good time for you. This is also a very good time for someone who wants to work in servers, databases, internet communication, anything that creates a structure that is massive in scale and can produce positive results in the future. You can either do business if you're a tycoon, or you can just continue doing your job. And anyone who has Saturn related job, you are going to benefit the most during this time. Although the flavor will be different, you may have to try an approach that you have never tried before because of Purva Bhadrapada's effect. Saturn's 7th aspect will fall on the sign of Virgo. In fact, the beginning of Virgo, that means from Leo to Virgo. So naturally, your domination is not going to help you. Emotional compassion and empathy is going to help you in this case. The problem will be that Saturn is cold response. It's cold waters of Pisces. And with Purva Bhadrapada, only with spiritual eyesight you can see. It's like you are in pitch black darkness. So you need an infrared camera which changes the wavelength and you see things in a different limelight. Well, in the same way, if you really want to see things positive, you will have to change your perspective. That is what will happen in most of the people in cases, especially if your Saturn is in 1, 5 and 9th house of your birth chart. Now, let's try to understand bhava wise that if Saturn is in your first house, not Rashi, forget about Rashi, if it is in your first house, it changes you completely. It creates a new dimension about yourself. If it is in the second house, you get clarity about money and finances. And certain activities in home can clear off the toxicity from the family side. If Saturn is in the 3rd house, it means that you will end up buying more watches, you will end up correcting things more often, and you will have a newer approach of communication. Maybe from an introvert you become an extrovert and vice versa. If you have Shani Dev in the 4th house, and when Saturn moves into Purva Bhadrapada, all land or property related problems can be resolved at this given point of time. But health of the mother can still remain a challenge if she is not in a good health. With Saturn in the 5th, this is the time to correct the way you express yourself, a practical love and emotion where you understand the other person more than your own desire is very important for you. Reconnect with your children practically. Be with them. Shani is Kala, Samay, time. Spend time with them. Saturn being in the 6th house, if it is in your horoscope, then Shani going into Purva Bhadrapada's Pisces energy wants you to heal yourself. So take the medical help if needed. If you are absolutely healthy, ensure that you help others who are unhealthy. Seva. With Shani Dev in the 7th house in your horoscope, forget about Rashi Nakshatra. If Saturn is in the 7th house, you need to balance your mind. You need to balance yourself completely. It is about releasing the negative, absorbing the positive, going into a neutral state. Chant Mahadeva mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. If Shani is in your 8th house and Saturn goes in Purva Bhadrapada, a certain disaster or some kind of transformation will happen by planets taking things away from your life, which means that you won't realize, but it is going to create one of the biggest changes that you know till date. Now, if you have Saturn in the 9th house, and with this Saturn becoming direct in the Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, it redefines dharma for you. It will make you very disciplined, it will make you visionary, and it will give you very disciplined spiritual practice. Visit temples and take a mantra and take an oath and perform certain chanting every day. And if you are an atheist watching this video, absolutely fine. You should create a routine for yourself and just follow that routine mechanically. If Saturn is in your 11th house in the Labhasthan, then when Saturn goes in Purva Bhadrapada, you need to start re-looking at how you see money. Money will come greatly if you do hard work, but you need to do smart work also. Disciplined approach towards wealth creation and proper investment will happen during this time, which will give you a lot of wealth. Saturn will give you karmic results. With Saturn in the 12th house, if you're born with Shani Dev in the 12th house, this is going to trigger a lot of imagination, Kundalini Shakti, and this is the time to let go of a lot of things. You will explore a new version of yourself very soon, and this is going to be a change you were waiting for. So this is about the Bhava, a new introduction that I wanted to bring in. I will make another video on the 9 numbers numerology analysis for Saturn transit. So do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update, and do subscribe my Divine Circle YouTube membership, where you will get a lot of new ideas, new things you will know about every transit. Obviously, I am going to continue making the videos on my public YouTube platform the way I am, but something extra is waiting for you on the Divine Circle. See you there also. And if you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. If you want to do Saturn related Shanti part, you can just drop me an email. All pujas are elaborate, dedicated. It's not samohik. Every single puja is exclusively tailored for your horoscope, and everything is just for you. It is not group puja. No two people are in one single puja. That is how it is. Pujas are streamed live, and you get to see puja live start to end. It is not recorded. It is not until there is a temple related restrictions, which we obviously communicate. You can also attend the puja in person in Pune if you want to, and I will guide you what you have to do during the puja. So if you want to do that puja from my company's vertical, Hiranyahasta is my company's name. I have formed a company, and Vaidiki is my vertical's name, which conducts the puja. We have a team of experienced Panditjis who perform this puja. If you want to do that, let me know. And if you want to do something all by yourself, Mahadev prayer is very important. Go and visit a Shiva temple, and if possible, do Jal Abhishek to the Shivalingam and just chant Om Namah Shivaya 125,000 times, maybe in a span of 1 to 2 years. Hope this helps. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, Namaste.